Take it early and not to be afraid. I think not to be. So it's normal that I would miss some, I would frame some, I would miss 3 meters out, but then I cannot be afraid to continue. It's very difficult. I think, of course, power sometimes and being aggressive is really my game, but yeah, they were very competitive games, but I think that she has the capacity to win a couple more free points.
What will it take for you to win a couple more matches?
It will take everything. It will take everything in me just because I won this match or the match before. Don't worry, she beat me like in Madrid, so we're even. Yeah, but a lot of...
How much has faith played a role in your journey?
Well, I think faith and belief and self-esteem, they all come as a pack. So I feel that's what's gonna get you through the tough.
What a beautiful picture that is.
No, it's crazy because when I look at this picture, people were asking me like, "What was that face? Like, what was that face?" I think it's just disbelief. I couldn't believe that. I also want to greet my 2 lolas. Happy Mother's Day. I miss you. Hope you're watching. And I know my mom and my dad were watching from home.
A 19-year-old from the Philippines just walked onto a clay court in Rome and broke the world's best player's serve 8 times. This isn't luck. This isn't a Cinderella story. This is what happens when a girl stops asking for permission to be great and starts collecting receipts. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Alex Eala doesn't just compete with the best, she makes them uncomfortable.
So Alex, that was such a super competitive match. Like, I mean, the level was incredible. I know you didn't get the W, but what were your initial thoughts on playing Rybakina for the first time?
Yeah, I'm happy with my performance. I think I was able to reach a good level of tennis, and you know, I don't think it was an easy win for her. So yeah, of course, things to work on and learnings from this match, but I think I'm in a good way.
Yeah, sabi nga ng lahat na you matched her firepower, and many times na overpower mo pa siya, and she's known for her power game. Gusto mo yung bola niya, no? How are you able to do that?
All in perspective, no? Of course, she hits a good ball, so it's very difficult. I think, of course, power sometimes and being aggressive is really my game, but in the end, she's 2 meters and she so it's difficult. It's difficult, but I think today I did what I could, and yeah, I'm happy.
What were some of the things you think you did really well that made you stay in the game? Because she was never comfortable. You always gave her a hard time.
No, I think I moved well today, and I took my chances when I needed to. I'm very happy with this week because I do see the improvement on clay court. Especially when you compare to my experience here last year. I'm really happy with how I've been playing and the work I've been doing off competition with my team.
Most players crumble facing a Grand Slam champion. Eala didn't flinch. She said she moved well and took her chances. But here's what she didn't say out loud. She had been quietly rebuilding her entire relationship with clay, and nobody saw it coming. What changed? Let's go deeper.
Yeah, and what do you think she did well? Obviously, that made her come through on the tight points. Because almost every game was like deuce, 30 all, diba?
Yeah, they were very competitive games, but I think that she has the capacity to win a couple more free points. And of course, she's much more experienced than I am.
Yeah.
She's the reigning Grand Slam champ, so she won Australia, and she's been doing great since then. So I think the experience and many other factors helped her today.
Yeah. So you're still in doubles here. You made it to the main draw. Are you happy about that? I know you're playing the number 2 seeds.
Yes, super happy. We got in as alternate. We didn't get into the initial draw, and we were first out. And we got the news today, so I'm really happy to stay here at Rome and have a couple more days playing at this level.
Yeah. Sabi nga ng lahat na.
Alex, I'm losing breath listing all your historic achievements there. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Such
much.
an incredible performance today. Leading up to this match, How did you build your self-belief up to be able to come out and give this performance?
I think I've been loving the way that I'm out there on court and I'm trusting my shots. And I have a great team to tell me that I can do it. Yeah, that's the secret, I guess.
You've kept it nice and simple. It didn't look like any of the moments overtook you at all. On the tennis side, the most impressive thing, out of 10 service games for Iga, you broke her 8 times, which is a wild stat.
Wow.
What was your strategy returning her serve, especially the second serve?
Take it early and not to be afraid. I think not to be afraid to miss. She has a great serve. Madison had a great serve. Yelena had a great serve. So it's normal that I would miss some. I would frame some. I would miss 3 meters out. But then I cannot be afraid to continue.
8 breaks of serve against Iga Swiatek, the same Swiatek who dominated clay for years. Eala's strategy wasn't power, it was fearlessness. She decided before the match she was allowed to miss. That permission she gave herself, that's what separated her from every player who froze on that same court.
Well, you have certainly been playing with no fear. Tony Nadal was there in your box today. It was beautiful to see him so invested in your match. What has he brought to you in your journey and for today's match also?
Well, I worked very closely with Tony alongside, of course, my coach Joanne, Sandro, you, and the other people from the academy. So it meant a lot that he showed up here. I know he had to catch a flight, but it showed the confidence he had in me and the confidence the academy had in me.
We've been seeing it all over the internet. We've been showing it. They're going to show it everywhere. The beautiful picture of you in between Rafael Nadal and Iga Swiatek as you graduated at the academy over there.
I saw that
Did you?
The morning. Wow, it was so.
It must have made you reflect on the journey from there to here. There it is. What a beautiful picture that is.
No, it's crazy because when I look at this picture, I'm the same girl, and the circumstances have changed so much. I really knew that one day I would have the chance to play her, but I didn't know that it was gonna be this week.
Alex, this is such a great opportunity for us to see destiny meeting you at a young age, face to face. Last time we were here, you talked about some opportunities earlier in your career, and you said, you know what, I think God just didn't want it then, so it'll come at the right time. How much has faith played a role in your journey?
Well, I think faith and belief and self-esteem, they all come as a pack. So I feel that's what's going to get you through the tough times, and belief is what's going to push you through during the good moments, like this week.
Absolutely, beautifully said. You'll move into the semifinals now.
Standing between Rafael Nadal and Iga Swiatek at graduation, and then years later defeating Swiatek on the same clay, she said, "I knew I'd have the chance. I just didn't know it was this week." That's not confidence. That's something deeper. And it was built long before anyone was watching.
Tell us about the U.S. Open. What was that?
I know it was insane. I couldn't get over that match. It was just everything, the atmosphere, the comeback. She was playing really well at one point, so it meant the world to me, and it was my first Grand Slam main draw win. Yeah, so it meant a lot. It really did. Yeah.
This went viral.
Yeah, nag-viral ba?
Thank them for staying up late.
Yes, I know. I think this was in our family group chat.
Okay.
Yeah, someone took a screenshot and sent it to our family group chat. Tawang-tawa ako dito. So, yeah, thank you guys for staying up late.
That's how we all look like. Watching you.
That's also how I look like after the matches, so it's okay. Nice. So this is the Sampaguita design. It was something Nike did for me Nike prepared for me when I was about to play Wimbledon. So I am the first Filipina to ever play in Wimbledon. So I think this was just a beautiful way
to celebrate that, and I'm so thankful that people are able to celebrate it with me and people are really loving it because the Sampaguita is an icon and it's so iconically Filipino and I wear it very proudly. Speaking of Wimbledon,
First, because I remember very distinctly after Eastbourne, the next day you posted, I have a date in Center.
yes, I do. And Wimbledon Center Court is really my dream court. Wimbledon was my dream tournament. You know, growing up, when you think of what it would be like competing with the best and being the best, I would imagine myself in Wimbledon Center Court. So you can imagine how just emotional this whole experience. I know, and I was so lucky. Thank you, Barbara Krejcikova, for helping me do this, but it was a dream come true. Yeah.
She DM'd Coco Gauff on Instagram and asked to play doubles. Cold. No middleman, no agent. Just a message. And Coco said yes. That move tells you everything about how Eala operates. She doesn't wait for opportunity to knock. She finds the door, knocks herself, and walks in.
So I remember very distinctly after Eastbourne, the next day you posted, I have a date in Center.
Yes, I do. And Wimbledon Center Court is really my dream court. Wimbledon was my dream tournament. You know, growing up, when you think of what it would be like competing with the best and being the best, I would imagine myself in Wimbledon Center Court. So you can imagine how just emotional this whole experience. I know, and I was so lucky. Thank you, Barbara Krejcikova, for helping me do this, but it was a dream come true. Yeah. Yeah, this one, another meme. I know, but I don't know. Everyone was wearing neon yellow earlier this year, so and it always looks better when you match in doubles. So I was playing in Abu Dhabi with Janice Tien. I gave us the nickname Sisters. The Sisters, you know, go Southeast Asia.
And you also became the Stabulous Sisters.
Yeah, Stabulous Sisters. Cute.
So your BFFs. Tell us
Yes,
about how
so-
this friendship has formed through the years.
Yeah, so these are some of my friends. This was the draw ceremony in, saan ba to? Dubai. This is Eva Jovic and Zeynep Sonmes, and then me. I think, you know, these are two of my really good friends. And I think at least my generation now, or I've only been on tour for so long now, but I feel like we're doing a really good job of having that camaraderie and building those relationships off the court, because in the end it's super important.
How important is it to have friends on tour? Because you have your team.
Yes.
But having other friends.
I think it's really important because a lot of the times tennis can feel like your whole life, and one of the things growing up is my social life has kind of gotten neglected a lot. So I think now with this good environment, it's so important for me because it fills the cup. You know, it fills my cup. You know, of who I am outside of tennis. Yeah. So this is a picture of me and Maria.
You posted this.
I did. I think so. I don't remember. But Maria was my super idol growing up. She was it. I loved the way she dressed. I loved the way she fought. And I was lucky enough to meet her when I think I was like 5 years old or something.
Were you having Sharapova candy at the time?
Sugar Pova.
Sugar Pova, that's
I
what it's
did.
called.
I was a
Sugar
big
Pova.
fan. I was. I don't know. No explain. What is the? I don't know what is the
That
context.
was Bad Bunny.
Yes, Bad
Asking,
Bunny.
what is your pre-game playlist? That's
Oh,
right.
okay. So yes, my pre-game songs. I have a wide range of pre-game songs. So they can go from calm, they can go to like rap, they can go to Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah, Bad Bunny is a good go-to.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Lol. Sabi ko,
What was that?
ooh, this is fun. This was crazy. So this was in this year's Australian Open in Melbourne. The turnout for my match was incredible, and I thank you all so much for that. To the point where behind the the court was the, ano ba to? What's this? Like a bridge? Yeah, like a flyover. And so, like a group of Filipinos
Those three guys.
hung, the three guys, claim nyo na to, brought the flag and just hung it there the whole match. And it was crazy because I would serve and I'd look up and then it's the flag. I was like, proud.
So nice to know you actually saw it.
Yeah, I did see it. Hi. SEA Games. Yes, so this was nung December. I played the SEA Games, was fortunate enough to get gold in women's singles and 2 other medals, one also being team and mixed doubles. So this SEA Games really holds a special place in my heart. Yeah. Okay, last one.
Bring it back full circle.
Full circle moment. This was my exact reaction after I won, just when I won the match with Iga.
That girl did.
And, oh, amazing. Right there. Don't worry, she beat me like in Madrid, so we're even. Yeah, but a lot of people were asking me like, what was that face? Like, what was that face? I think it was just disbelief. I couldn't believe that I did it. Yeah, so hopefully we get a repeat.
So full
We'll
circle
see.
coming back here today. What were
Nike didn't just give her a kit, they embedded the sampaguita, the Philippines' national flower, into the design. First Filipina ever at Wimbledon, and she walked out wearing her country on her chest. But what happened on that center court, the court she dreamed about as a little girl, was even more significant.
Yeah. So you're still in doubles here. You made it to the main draw. Are you happy about that? I know you're playing the number 2 seeds.
Yes, super happy. We got in as alternate. We didn't get into the initial draw and we were first out. And we got the news today, so I'm really happy to stay here at Rome and have a couple more days playing at this level.
Yeah. Sabi nga ng lahat na parang yung game mo really improving on clay and really priming you up para sa Roland Garros to have a good slam, hopefully.
Yes, like I said, it's a long process, and I think my relationship with clay is getting better and better. Of course, it's a good week, and there will be hopefully many more good weeks and many more bad weeks. So I'm really positive with my progress. Yeah.
And can you just maybe have a Mother's Day message for your mom?
Yes. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I also want to greet my 2 lolas. Happy Mother's Day. I miss you. Hope you're watching. And I know my mom and my dad were watching from home. I'm really happy because I think they would be proud of me today and how I played. So I'll see you soon. I love you, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there.
Okay, thanks, Alex.
Thank
That was
you.
so good.
Thanks, Tita. Happy Mother's Day also.
Yeah, thanks.
That face, the one that went viral, wasn't celebration. It was pure disbelief. Even she couldn't process it, and she admitted it openly. I couldn't believe I did it. That's the rarest kind of honesty from an athlete, and it leads directly to the question everyone is now asking.
You'll take on either Emma Raducanu or Jess Pegula. You've taken out a few Grand Slam champs already. Your ranking will vault into the top 100. All the biggest confidence is within you now. What will it take for you to win a couple more matches?
It will take everything. It will take everything in me. Just because I won this match or the match before doesn't mean that the next match is going to be any less tough. If anything, it will be even more tough. So it will take everything I have.
Alex, you've given us a lot to smile.
She didn't say, I think I can win. She said, it will take everything in me. That's not doubt, that's precision. She knows exactly what level is required. She's not dreaming anymore, she's calculating. That shift from hoping to knowing is exactly why no top player should feel comfortable facing her. Alex Eala isn't rising anymore. She's already arrived. If this video showed you something you'd never heard before, hit subscribe because we cover the stories behind the stats. Drop a comment, which moment shocked you most? And share this with one Filipino who needs to see it today.